Making headlines this morning, the historic impeachment trial of Attorney General Ken Paxton has come to an end. Voting took place around 11 o'clock yesterday afternoon. The Texas Senate voted on all 16 articles of impeachment to determine the fate of Paxton's job. Many of those were along party lines, all except for these two Republicans. That's Senator Robert Nichols, who represents District 3 in East Texas, and then Kelly Hancock, who represents part of Tarrant County. Both sided with Democrats to convict Paxton on most of these articles. We only saw two articles where at least half of the Democrats voted to acquit Paxton. Those were Article 4 and Article 8. Now, this trial lasted a total of 10 days, and after deliberations, the vote took about 2 hours to complete. Our Teresa Woodard spoke with senators who decided the case and attorneys who argued it.
This was a total vindication of the Attorney General, and that's how it should be viewed.
It was a total acquittal, and that's not a total surprise. But the fact that it happened was House Republicans impeached a fellow Republican, and then Senate Republicans railed against them.
When you talk about impeaching someone, destroying their life, taking them out of office, if they've done something and there's evidence for it, that needs to happen. What we don't need to have are sham investigations.
The case against Ken Paxton was also called a joke, a disgrace, but those who prosecuted it still defend it.
This trial painted an accurate and clear picture of an out-of-control attorney general who refused to listen to the desperate warnings of his conservative lawyers that he had entrusted to help run his office.
Deliberations lasted 8 hours Friday night, but did they actually deliberate?
People talked about the different issues. Some people had already made up their mind from the very beginning, I can tell you that now. And there was discussions concerning outside influences.
What do you mean by outside influences?
Political influences.
Democrats who were in the room told us Republican senators were not willing to vote to convict Paxton unless more of the party went with them. But two Republicans did, Kelly Hancock from Tarrant County and Robert Nichols from Southeast Texas. While they did not talk about their votes, their Democratic colleagues did.
But they voted their conscience, and they voted their intellect, and they were careful, and they were courageous.
Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick acted as judge in this trial. He had stayed quiet until right after the trial and voting ended. This impeachment came to the Senate from the Texas House, and after senators dismissed all the articles of impeachment, Patrick criticized House Republicans, saying the founders of Texas expected better.
In the next regular session, we should amend the Constitution on the issue of impeachment as currently written that allowed this flawed process to happen. Millions of taxpayer dollars have been wasted on this impeachment. I'm going to call next week for a full audit of all taxpayer money spent by the House from the beginning of their investigation in March to their final bills they get from their lawyers.